Daniel was loving his study abroad year in Seoul. He found a great, affordable apartment in an older building, perfectly located for his university. But there was one weird rule the landlord stressed. Never ever use the elevator to go to the 9th floor after midnight. The landlord was vague, just saying it was for respect. Daniel, a rational guy from Canada, just brushed it off as some local superstition. He lived on the 8th floor anyway, so it didn't really affect him. One Friday night, after a long study session with friends, he got back to his building well past 1 in the morning. He was exhausted. As he stepped into the elevator and pressed the button for the 8th floor, his friend's earlier dare echoed in his mind. "I bet you're too scared to check out the 9th floor," his friend had joked. Feeling a mix of exhaustion and foolish pride, Daniel's finger hovered over the 9 button. "What's the worst that could happen?" he thought, and pressed it. The elevator doors opened to a 9th floor hallway that was identical to his own, but colder, much colder. An unnatural silence hung in the air. Down the hall, he saw a little girl in a simple white dress bouncing a red ball. She seemed out of place for this time of night. As he watched, she stopped bouncing the ball and just stared at him. A chill that had nothing to do with the temperature crawled up his spine. Her eyes were dark, empty voids. He quickly pressed the close door button, his heart pounding. As the doors slid shut, he saw the girl take a step forward, the red ball falling from her hand and rolling silently across the floor. He let out a breath he didn't realize he was holding when the elevator arrived on his floor. He practically sprinted to his apartment, fumbling with his keys before locking the door securely behind him. He leaned against it, trying to calm his racing pulse. It was just a kid, right? Maybe her parents were irresponsible. He tried to rationalize it, but the image of her empty eyes was burned into his mind. That night, sleep didn't come easily. He kept hearing a soft, rhythmic thudding sound from outside his apartment door. Thump, 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 like a small ball being bounced against a wall. He pulled the covers over his head, telling himself it was just the old building's pipes. His neighbors, anything but what he feared. The thudding continued for what felt like hours before finally fading into silence. The next morning, Daniel felt groggy but relieved. The sun was shining, and the night's events felt like a bad dream. He decided to get some fresh air. As he opened his front door, his blood ran cold. Sitting right on his doormat was a single, scuffed, red ball. Daniel was never seen again. His apartment was found empty a week later. The only thing out of place was a single red ball sitting silently in the corner of his living room. The 9th floor elevator is still in use, but the residents know better than to test the landlord's warning. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy chilling stories like this, make sure to subscribe for more.